You know, I completely see the irony in the fact that I title these reviews because I was bored. Yet, the one thing I'm reviewing right now is the least boring thing in the entire universe. Nah, whatever. I still like the title. Well, it's Friday, guys, which means the greatest thing Star Wars has given us since Empire Strikes Back is having its third episode come out. So, I'm not going to miss that. So, episode 3 of The Mandalorian, titled The Sin. In this episode, we catch up with The Mandalorian. He's made it back to the bounty hunter planet place where he got his bounty from originally, and he's delivering the child, the little baby Yoda, and he's delivering it to the people who hired him, those Empire people who were around, but they can't afford to wash their armor and all that stuff. You know, those guys, he's bringing the baby back to them so he can get his Vescar medal to get himself a new suit. And he does, and it's awesome. But we'll get to that. So he drops off the baby, but of course the Empire guys, they're essentially old space Nazis, so you can't really trust them, and it seems like they have very ill intentions for the child. But as a bounty hunter, as a Mandalorian, he's just doing his job, and he's just gonna give up the child, and yeah, no, this is my job, this is what I do, no personal attachment to this. But of course, he wouldn't be our protagonist if he didn't care a little bit, so it kind of starts weighing on his mind a bit. But not before getting the Beskar medal from the Empire and making himself a new suit. And it's all shiny and chrome looking, which I'm pretty sure the Beskar medal is meant to be like blaster proof or resistant, like it reflects off or something. So he's pretty set for the most part. But of course, the stuff about the baby still weighing on his mind. So he goes back to the Empire people, breaks in, has a big old awesome shootout with them. Not necessarily a shootout, more like a Batman style go in, stealth take down shenanigans. And it's awesome. But that's not even the best part of the episode, because once he gets the baby, he goes out and all Western style, because, everybody has those little tracker fob things they give out, and as soon as the baby goes back out into the open, they all reactivate. And so every bounty hunter on this planet, or at least in this little town, who ever signed up for this job, which was like all of them, are now like, hey, if the bounty's back on, I can get my pay. So they all just meet him out, all outside, guns drawn on him, right outside his ship. And this big old gunfight, him versus like, I don't know, like 30 dudes, probably more, having this big old gunfight. And he's owning most of them, but it kind of shows like, yeah, he's not invincible. He's not just be like, I don't know, Chuck Norris and just go coo while standing still. No, he has to take cover. He has to try to get out the way, because even with all that Beskar metal armor, there's still some weak points in between. So, he might get hit and die. And then he also has the baby. Baby's not, laser proof, but it's an awesome, awesome shootout. That all these guys are everywhere. You really wondering, how's the Mandalorian going to get out of this? You really fear from it this time. I mean, it's only episode 3 of the season, so you're not really thinking that he's gonna die here, but you still feel the danger. You're still wondering, like, how is he gonna get this out? But lo and behold, of course, the rest of the Mandalorian tribe that were on this planet get wind that he's, in trouble, and they come in for their boy. They help him out. They're zooming in, they're like the Eagles from Lord of the Rings. The Riders of Rohan, Essentially, Mandalorians are like Spartans. They're a warrior clan, race, all that stuff. They like to fight, and they look out for their own. So why not would they show up? So they come in, they rescue him. The main bounty hunter guy that gives out the bounties, he thinks he has a Mandalorian corner, like, I got you now. And he pulls off like a whole little, like, here's some steam. I can't see it. Cool, get shot. But he had a little bit of Beskar metal right here that he got from the Empire, so it saved his life. So we might see him again. But Mandalorian takes off in a ship with the kid, and now they're out there on the run. I'm guessing the remnants of the Empire and every bounty hunter in the system is probably going to be coming after him now. So this kind of really drives in, I guess, the main plot of the show, which is going to be the Mandalorian and the kid out on the run from every bounty hunter and Empire person out there. The show's been killing it. And it continues, like, even similar Western tropes again. You can completely see this being, the classic cowboy Western hero bounty hunter who's just, yeah, this is my job. I'm not attached, until he meets that one thing that begrudgingly to him, he cannot ignore. He cannot just look the other way about, and he goes back in, and now he gets himself into the thick of it. The actor who plays the Mandalorian, I can't remember his name. I just remember him as Oberyn Martell from Game of Thrones, back when I watched that in my heathen years. I don't know if it's his tone or just how his body movements. I think it's him under the helmet, but I completely believe, you know, everything he's doing. Even when he has the helmet on all the time, you never see his face, but just in somehow him just standing still and staring through this helmet, you can understand everything this character is feeling. Somehow you could tell when like he's concerned, when he's angry, everything. And I don't know, maybe it's just how the camera's shot, maybe it's just the actors body language, but they do a really good job, and I buy the Mandalorian as a character himself. He's not just Mr. Action hero who can just do anything. He feels vulnerable. You get concerned for his life, and he has to think through a battle of how to get out of it. Even though he's kind of literally wearing plot armor a bit, so he's not gonna die. He has laser proof armor, but you still feel the vulnerability there. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. It's awesome. It keeps going and going, and I just hope it sticks to landing in the end. It should. It hasn't given me no reason it won't. I think this is what, episode 3, so we still have 5 more of these episodes. I think it's an 8-episode season, so we still have 5 more of these episodes, in which since it's limited episodes, you don't have a lot of time to just mess around. The episodes are only like less than 40 minutes, so I think that it's just going to keep going and going and going. So thanks, guys. If you watched me, all like 3 of you, I think I got like 8 views last time. Maybe I'll go for 10. But again, thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought about the show if you watched it. Until next time, take care.